Now, usually these are dirt cheap, and they can make you a ton of profit off of them. I don't think I've ever paid more than $1 or $2 for any of these. Hey, it's Don. Today we're going to talk about a few things I found at the massive flea market in Springfield. We're going to go over a few items that I picked up for almost nothing. We're also going to tell you how to clean them. Today we're talking about spoons. Now, some of these have been cleaned at this point. I've already shot some footage so you can see the process to clean these. Now, this one's a Howdy Doody spoon. These are all silver-plated spoons. I've got a Tony the Tiger spoon here. Again, it says that on the handle as well. This one has been cleaned. This one's Dennis the Menace. Again, these are all in excellent condition, but most people, when they see them in this condition, dark and dingy like this one here, has some nail polish even on it, assume this isn't worth much money, but this will instantly clean up with what I'll show you in just a minute here. You can easily see the difference between the bottom one, which has been cleaned up, and the top one. They all were this dirty as the one on the top, or dirtier even. Now, I usually wash these up a little bit before I clean them, just to get rid of any grease or grime on the outside first. But value-wise, spoons like this I usually get for $2 or less. Usually $1 or less, in all honesty. That's what these cost. They were $1 because I bought enough items out of this person's booth. As you can see, he's got tables of this stuff. The more you bought, the cheaper the price. So if you bought a whole bunch like we did, we were able to get them in the $1 a piece range. So the more you buy, the better you do with most of these sorts of places. They were dark and dingy. They were wet from the rain that had happened that same day as well, so they did not look like much. These sorts of places, these sorts of tables, these sorts of dealers always are some of the best places to find cheap stuff that will sell. Profit-wise, $12 to $14 minimum on each one of these. They'll be paying shipping the buyer. I usually list them in the $19.99 range. I usually end up selling them for $14.50 to $14.99 a piece. Again, $1 each on these. When you have 15 or 20 of these, you're making a $12 profit on each one. That money adds up fairly quickly. A couple $100 for just a few dollars worth of investment. I find spoons pretty much every place I go. I've bought them and resold them from thrift stores, from antique malls, flea markets, garage sales, church sales. Pretty much anywhere I've gone, I've been able to pull out some silverware. At Savers, they used to put the big bags on the back wall. I could pull stuff out of those bags and still make some good money. I've even found silver mixed in that was tarnished beyond belief and was as dark as any of the ones that I just showed you. So doesn't necessarily mean it's not silver if the tarnish is really bad. If it's been sitting around unprotected in the whole works for a very long time, like these 1950s and 60s advertising spoons, character spoons, they could look that way. Now, we're in Terapeak just for a few minutes here, just to give you some ideas. Spoons in general, we've made hundreds and hundreds of dollars on, and anybody else out there can do the exact same thing. If you pay a little bit of attention, you clean them, you make them look better than the other folks who are selling them. If somebody wants to buy one of these, they want it for display. They don't want a dark and dirty, dingy one, just sold out dirt cheap. So I always clean those sorts of things. There's no crime in it. No one's going to ding you. You're not going to get less money for it. The collector will be happy because they can display it the minute it gets home. You take a very nice image of a close-up of the handle, and you'll do far better. This one here is a little better. It has two pieces, ice cream spoons, just like the one that I have for Howdy Doody, and they got $26.95 for them. But on average, I get 15 to 20 bucks for any one of these advertising spoons whatsoever. I don't care what anybody else puts them up for. That is the average I get for these. So you can dig through here and see, here's one single one, the same one again, 25 bucks plus $7 shipping. Here's a lot. I would never ever sell these in a lot. I would sell them singly and off they go. Put them up and forget about them. They do sell. I never keep them in-house for very long. If you list them dirt cheap, they're going to sell dirt cheap. So these 50s and 60s advertising, comic book related, TV cartoon related ones are some of the hotter ones. Just to give you another idea, pretty much any topic of comic book TV character you can find. Whether they're silver plate, sterling in general, or even plastic, some can sell. There's spoons that were given away in General Mills cereal, and even in the 80s and 90s for the Ninja Turtles and things like that that can still sell for some money. I personally like the silver-plated ones because they're more of an adult material, but it's designed for a child. Now here is a set of Green Hornet and Batman. So you've got a spoon and a fork from each set. So you've got a spoon and a fork for Green Hornet, a spoon and a fork for Batman as well. $60. So basically $30 per set, or $15 per piece of silverware. That's a pretty good price. It's sold in a lot, and they paid $8.25 for shipping. Again, if you put it up cheap, it's only going to sell for that price. So somebody listed a whole bunch of these for $50, and that's all they sold for, of course. So I would never list a big bulk lot of these. I always list these individually because someone may only want one and won't want to spend the extra money. A collector, say, of Howdy Doody isn't going to need 10 spoons to finish off a collection. They will want a spoon and a fork. So I don't put them up that way at all. Any character you can think of, you could probably find this sort of item. Superman, I've seen Marvel superheroes. I've even seen things like F-Troop and TV shows like that. Space Cadet spoons. They were available, believe it or not, at gas stations, at 5 and Dimes, at soda shops throughout the country. The Howdy Doody one is from a soda shop. So there might have been a promotional where you bought a shake or a float or something, ice cream sundae, and for $1 extra or 50 cents extra, you get a Howdy Doody spoon. Some of them came in cereal. Some of them you would have had to send away for as well. So let's talk for a minute here on how to clean this. Now, I use this one here. This is just a small, I don't know what size this is. I don't know if it even says 15 centimeters by 23 centimeter or 6 by 9 inch little casserole dish. This is an Anchor Hocking. We got a whole set of these. We mostly use them for stuff like I'm going to show you. Then you'll need a piece of aluminum foil. You're going to set it inside this, is all you're going to do. And you're going to pour boiling water inside of this. So it's about up to the mark, like right there on the edge. You need at least, say, an inch or so of water. Boiling water, again, very hot water. Then you're going to take some baking soda and mix up a whole mess of baking soda in the boiling water. Now, we use so much of this for stuff like this, for projects and things, that we buy it in mass bulk. You can even use this for modeling. If you didn't know, there's a super glue trick that I've used for years with baking soda as well as some other things. Baking soda works for a lot of things, including electrolysis, which we do as well. So this is something I would always recommend having around the house. Now, I always buy vinegar as well. There's lots of things you can do with vinegar. It cleans a whole lot of stuff. Vinegar and the baking soda can clean stuff fairly quickly as well. You pretty much coat the item in baking soda and then dribble some vinegar on it. You'll see the reaction. You'll smell the sulfur smell. And you'll know that it's doing something fairly quickly. Only other thing you really need is a very soft toothbrush at the end to polish it, to clean it up. I use a soft bristle kids toothbrush. There's many ways to do it. You can also do a mix of half salt and half baking soda with boiling water, and it'll come out okay too. You can also use cold water with salt and baking soda, and it will come out as well too. Now, this one here is dark and dirty and dingy. These were exactly the same as was this one here. This one's already been buffed and I cleaned it all up. So you can get these looking really, really nice, in all honesty. Even if they're just silver plate, it literally takes it all off. So this will become shiny and new like this one here with just a little bit of work. I don't worry if they sit for a little while or not. Again, this is just water. As hot as you can get it, boiling is best. And then baking soda, and then a sheet of aluminum foil set on the very bottom. Now, all of it has to be underwater, and the items that you're trying to get rid of the tarnish on have to set and touch the actual aluminum foil on the bottom. So just keep that in mind. It's easy to clean these. You just set them and you forget about them. So you can see that's Tony the Tiger there. Excellent condition. It's shining up very, very nicely, and it was as black as the Howdy Doody that I have there too. So There's the Dennis the Menace. Just takes a few minutes and it really pretty much eats off all the tarnish. It doesn't hurt anything. White vinegar you can use too, and baking soda straight. And that does work fairly good, but again, it's a little harsher on the item, so if it's a cheaper plate, it doesn't have as much silver finish on it. It could lose some of that. Spoons and silverware in general are one of those areas that always make us some good money. Military ones do extremely well. Ones related to Hollywood, Five and Dimes, Woolworths. Woolworths ice cream or soda shop spoons will always do well. Hotel spoons, transportation silverware from an old airline or from a train or from a steamship, like a White Star Line, the line of the Titanic. A spoon from that ship or one of its sister ships will always go for some phenomenal money. So there's always a reason you should be checking out every spoon you see out there to make sure that you're not passing up something worth some good money. Don't pass it by because it's dark and dingy like this one here, because you see that you can easily clean them as well. Well, there you go. Hopefully that gave you some ideas, some thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below. You can also hit the bell icon to be notified if I post new content or go live. Subscribe and tell all your friends.
The basic domino rally set lets you and with the deluxe domino rally set you can actually domino rally, basic, intermediate, or deluxe. Or you can get several sets and go. Each set sold separately.